on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
Oh, it's like hard. I thought it was gonna be soft.
Oh, really?
Oh, I don't even know if I can bite into this.
What is going on here? It's really sticky. Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. If you happen to be new around here, I'm Trevor and this is Anna. We are the Delightful Travelers. Make sure to click on subscribe and that little bell to follow our adventures. Normally we're traveling, now we're on lockdown, and we thought it'd be a lot of fun today to have some Canadian snacks. And by the way, we're Canadian.
Yeah, so a lot of you guys that watch us are not Canadian, so you might find this kind of interesting to see the types of foods that we have here, and maybe if you're from the US, you don't have there. So yeah, it's kind of some fun stuff that I think both of us haven't eaten in a long time.
Oh, long time. This looks familiar to us, but it's been a while. Now, before we get into it, we are trying specifically packaged kind of candy type foods today. So if you're about to comment later, like where's the poutine, where's the donair, that will be in another video down the road. This is Canadian snacks.
Also, in trying to do our research, this is obviously stuff that we've known for years, but you don't necessarily know that it's Canadian because we're just used to seeing it in stores and growing up with it and that kind of thing. So when I'm doing my research, I found some lists that were like Canadian snacks, but some of them seem to be Canadian snacks that you can't find in the US. So if you're watching this from, let's say, the UK and you have that there, just let us know. I'd be interested. If it's not necessarily a Canadian snack, just not something that you can get in the US.
Okay, what do we try first? How about some chips, or crisps as some of you might call them in the UK and some other areas. We call these chips.
I was just gonna say, this flavor
chips
that we're trying is definitely a Canadian flavor. No debate there. Ketchup chips are a Canadian thing.
Ketchup chips.
I know,
Does that sound weird to you guys? Or does it sound natural? I mean, on chips or French fries, you put ketchup on them. I'm excited about this because it's been a while.
Wow, they smell such a distinct smell to ketchup chips.
They smell. It's been a long time.
Tangy? Is that
Tangy. They're like dusted in this kind of
red
powder, like it's like a red powder.
A deep red color.
Want to try?
I feel like these taste different than I remember them tasting.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the fun of this. It's been so long, and I hope there's some other Canadians watching this, and it's also been a while for you. I don't know what I think. They're almost like vinegary as well.
But a little bit sweet too.
A little bit sweet. Now, this is a brand called Lay's, specifically. There's different.
Which I think you can get Lay's in the US, but maybe not just ketchup flavor.
But they're good. I mean, they're not my favorite chip, that is for sure.
They're rather addictive though.
They are definitely addictive and very crunchy. But not too bad at all.
So this was something I think all of us here in Canada probably ate when we were kids. It's called Jos Louis. It's a pastry, sort of pre-packaged cake, I guess. Pastry cake sort of thing.
It's a full kind of wheel version, so you can also get kind of half moons. Sometimes people call them that.
And I don't know if you noticed this, but when you were a kid, I always just assumed it was J-O-E. It's J-O-S.
Oh, I thought it was J-O-E as well.
But I'm pretty sure the pronunciation is Jos Louis, but it's J-O-S.
All right, well, let's dive in. What I remember about these, like I think we said already, like just chocolate cake. That's what comes to mind.
So it's basically like chocolate on the outside and then chocolate cake on the inside. And I feel like there's some sort of like white icing stuff in there too, right?
Go for it. This takes us back to our childhood, honestly.
Look at that.
Oh, it's like a double layered version. I don't know if I've ever seen this before. Yeah.
Very chocolate cakey. If you like chocolate cake, you're gonna like it. Whatever the white stuff isn't overly dominant, like you don't really notice it.
Yeah, I have to say, it tastes pretty fresh as well, and the icing is very creamy. It's falling apart here, falling on the floor. And I like that the chocolate on the outside is also kind of fresh.
It does actually taste quite fresh, quite soft.
Like for buying this in like a convenience store or a corner store, yeah, I'm impressed with the quality of these. Again, it just takes me back, but I'm enjoying it. If you ever come to Canada or you find one of these in your country, make sure to try this one.
Up next is more chocolate. We have a lot of chocolate here on this table. This is a candy bar. It's called Coffee Crisp. Pretty sure this is also considered very much a Canadian thing. I don't know if you can get it in other countries.
This would be something I get on like if we're going on a road trip.
Yeah.
I'll either get this or Snickers. Not Canadian, but I love me some Snickers.
It smells wafery.
Yeah, it smells like a wafer. Not coffee like at all.
That's a yummy one.
It's a good one. This is definitely one of the more popular ones in Canada, if you happen to be wondering. You see this pretty much everywhere you go, like any store, grocery store. It's always it's probably one of the best sellers.
So it is super wafery, it's crunchy. It's got like just a mild coffee flavor to it. So if you're not a big coffee fan, you still might like it. There's just a very, very subtle flavoring to it.
Yeah, it's kind of dry. That makes it sound like it's not very good. I think that's because it's wafery. It's like there's layers and layers in there of wafer. I don't know if there's like a hint of caramel. There's some other flavors going on. The coffee doesn't come through at all, right? I don't even know why now that I think about it.
No, I think there's like, I just say it's subtly coffee flavored.
Oh, right.
I think it would be good if you dunked it in your coffee.
Oh, that would. Right, on the finish, now that it's coming, it's coming down, I do taste a bit of the coffee. It's good. I'd probably prefer to taste it more like coffee, to be honest. Next up, it's time to try some pop. Red pop.
I think it's
soda.
more pink than it is red.
Oh, I'm calling it pop because I'm curious, do you guys call it soda or do you call it pop? I mean, in Canada, we mostly call it pop around here, but we call it soda. I think we call it soda now more, maybe because we travel a lot.
Yeah. So this is Crush Cream Soda. It is very, very pink, almost fuchsia colored.
Cream soda.
So this, I was actually surprised to see on the list that I read because I had no idea this was like something that you just found in Canada or not in the US.
Yeah, I don't know we don't normally get pop.
We're not big pop for like
For
sweet
soda.
drink. Yeah,
And when we do, if it's on the road or something, it's usually like a Coca Cola.
not a nice.
Not a nice smell.
Tell me what you think of the smell.
Okay, let's see.
Smells sweet.
Oh,
very,
you know
very,
what it
very
reminds
sweet.
me of right off the bat? Like
Cough
the
syrup?
Yes, but do you remember when we were in Peru?
Oh yeah.
And we had an Inca Cola, I think that's what they call it. It's like their version is green, but it smells just like it. It smells like cough syrup and bubblegum mixed together. Oh my word. That is like, that straight up tastes like cough medicine that's made for kids.
Ugh.
Cough medicine that's made for kids.
It really is.
Holy sweet. Let me try
I don't
that
know
again.
if anybody over the age of 10 would ever drink that.
There's gonna be so many commenters right now going like, what? I love this. What do you have here?
Glossette Raisins, also something I didn't realize was a Canadian snack. It's made by Hershey.
They're chocolate covered raisins.
Raisins, yeah. So if you don't like raisins, which I know a lot of people do not, you're not gonna like this.
Yeah,
one.
raisins are definitely one of those things.
I feel like I think of this as like a movie theater kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
when people go to the movies, they often get these.
They're small. Oh, weird. Oh. Nah. Don't like these either. It's kind of weird. Immediately you taste the chocolate, and they're kind of soft, but then at
They're
the
just
end-
very raisiny. With a hint of chocolate.
It's like the finish is raisins.
I'll
yeah.
eat them if there's nothing else to eat. You know when you're
Yep.
a kid. Oh, you remember at like Halloween when you were a kid and you get the little box of raisins and you're like really mad at the person that gave them to you.
Yeah, they would be the last treats that you would eat. Okay,
There was a lot of sweet. It's time for some salty again.
so these are called all dressed chips.
And since we went for the Lay's for the ketchup chips, we went for Ruffles for the All Dressed.
So, if you're wondering what all dressed chips are, it's exactly what it sounds like.
It's got everything on
It's
it.
apparently every kind of flavor in one bag of chips.
So like salt, vinegar.
On the front, you see like salt, vinegar. There's like a tomato and an onion in the picture.
I always like Ruffles because, you know, they have the ruffles.
These ones are nice and crunchy. I'm just gonna say right now, I love all dressed chips. They're so good.
I like All Dressed. It's definitely not my favorite flavor, but I can eat it. It is very like, it's a strong flavor.
Yeah, I mean, there's that vinegar that comes through. It's also, I do taste, it's definitely more on the savory side, but I do taste a little bit of sweetness as well.
I would say there's also a little bit of smokiness to it, almost like
Yeah.
there's like bacon flavoring or something on it.
Yeah, these are great. This is definitely one that I've had more, you know, over the years here and there, but they're so good.
All right, up next is something called Macintosh Creamy Toffee. I don't think I've ever tried this before. Have you?
I feel like I might have as a kid, but I wouldn't have just went to the store and bought it myself, so I don't know where.
I don't even know what it looks like. Oh wow, weird. It really does just like look like a big piece of toffee.
It's very flat.
It's very flat. Smell it? It smells like toffee. I'm worried. This is the type of thing where I'm worried I'm gonna like take out a tooth.
Just take a little bite.
Oh, it's like hard. I thought it was gonna be soft.
Oh, really?
Oh, I don't even know if I can bite into this.
What?
What do I do?
Oh, God.
Is it supposed to be like that? I thought it was gonna be soft.
What is going on here?
Is it like really old? Can someone that eats this let us know? Is it supposed to
Maybe
be?
you're
I thought I was supposed to like pull it. Are you supposed to suck on it?
You're supposed to suck on this? Like a sucker? What's happening right now? I don't understand.
Well, I would call this a fail.
Probably a fail, but again, we don't know how to eat this. I can't bite on this.
I'm not biting on
I'll
that.
break my teeth, but I can still taste it this way. I got a little piece that came off the end. It's incredibly sticky, as you can imagine, the toffee. That's how it usually is. There's a lot of flavor going on here, though. I mean, I guess you just kind of... This is the most awkward snack I've ever tried in my life. I don't know what to say about it, but it's good toffee. I'll say that. I just can't quite eat it. Someone let us know if you tried this before. I don't know what's going on, but look. No way I'm biting on that.
All right, I say since that was a fail, let's go with the caramel. This is something I loved as a kid.
Caramel first.
Do Canadians remember the ads? How do you get the caramel? How do you get the? How do you get the caramel and the caramel bar? It was like a big thing as when we were kids.
So these are like this bar's they're chocolate squares. So there's kind of an art to breaking these apart, and in the middle they're loaded up with caramel. Look at that. I just went for it. I'm gonna try this at the same time. All right. Perfectly broken, no caramel.
They're nice to share, which is one good thing if you want to share.
I mean, that's more like it. Oh,
Much better. Delicious.
that is creamy. It is very chocolatey. It's full of flavor. It's definitely one of the better bars we have here in Canada for sure. There is about, I think, like 12 squares in the whole thing, and they're small, so it's good. They're really good for sharing, as you said.
All right, next up we're gonna have some cookies. These are maple cookies, because you really can't do a video about Canadian food and not try something maple.
Yeah.
These ones are Christie. There's also Dare. I'm sure some people have opinions about which ones are better. He has no opinion, because I don't think I've ever eaten these before.
So as a kid, when I was young, I did not eat maple cookies.
No.
I never even really knew it was a thing. It's not like all Canadians are just eating maple cookies. We probably the same cookies as most of you do. Oreos are a big one. But look at that.
It's a maple leaf.
It's a maple leaf. It says Christie on it. Smells good.
It smells delicious.
It does smell very maple-y.
Maple leaf.
Should we just go for it?
Are you gonna? I'm not.
Oh, what
doing
are you
that.
doing?
I'm doing this.
I committed.
Do you guys eat an Oreo like that, or do you just take one big bite? Very, very sweet, obviously.
I like these.
And only you can eat something mapley and have it not taste incredibly sweet.
But for a packaged cookie, the maple really comes through. It's a good one. What's next? What is next?
Cherry blossom. So this is basically a big old chocolate with a cherry in the middle. I know a lot of people hate these. I really like them a lot. I love cherry chocolates, and this is just like a really big cherry chocolate with some nuts in it.
This one takes me back, like way back. Oh. Yeah, it's like I don't want all the cherry to fall down here. Here we go.
So the chocolate does have like peanuts or something dispersed throughout it. So you get a little nuttiness in the chocolate, and then you get that maraschino cherryness in the inside. I have to have another bite more. Do you like it?
I don't remember nuts being in these. I've never really thought about it. That shows you how long it's been. That's a good one. It's like, I'm trying to think what to compare it to. If you just took the nuts out, like the cherry in the middle, I think of Christmas chocolate. Sometimes you can get those cherries like that, cherry chocolates. But the nuts add like a really nice touch to it. It's very good. This is what's up next. It's called Big Turk.
Have you ever had one of these before?
I've never tried
So
this.
it's supposed to be like a version of Turkish Delight. We have been to Turkey, and I can tell you it doesn't remind me anything of actual Turkish Delight, really. But my sister used to really like these when she was a kid. It
smells like
chocolate bar.
I mean, there's chocolate. It's chocolate covered, but it smells very fruity and floral. Like it's.
I think it's...
Oh wow, it's really sticky. Oh. Whoa. Oh, this is so weird.
Oh wow, it is very florally.
You know what it's like? Picture like gummy bears, like jelly candy, covered in chocolate. I feel like I'm eating a chocolate bar filled of gummy bears. It's the weirdest textures in there.
It's very, very chewy.
It kind of works though in a weird way.
But it is more of a floral than a fruit. Interesting.
Yeah, it tastes like those Christmas candies. I guess. I mean, that's kind of what Turkish Delight tastes like as well.
All right, we're on to our very last thing. Thankfully, we saved a savory thing last because we just ate a whole lot of sugar. I actually almost can feel it because we don't eat that much sugar normally. But these are Hickory Sticks. Another one that I was really surprised to find on a list of Canadian food. Like, you really don't have these in the U.S. They're just so basic.
Yeah, they're like chips, but they're just really, really thin. You'll see here in a second. From what I remember of these, I think they're quite
like little matchsticks. They're almost like cut up potato chips with a little bit of, I guess, hickory flavoring, so they're smoky.
Yeah, it almost has like a bacon flavoring as well, like smoky bacon, really, really savory. The opposite of all the chocolate we've just eaten.
They're kind of addictive.
Yeah, I would say they're addictive. They're kind of like the, well, all the chips are kind of addictive. But they're like the all dressed chips. These are one of the kinds of bags of chips that if I start eating these, it's really hard to stop. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. We are now going to try to finish all these snacks. I got my favorite bag of chips, I think, of the day. Anna's working on the ketchup. So if you had any of these snacks or have any favorites below, please do let us know. And also, let us know what we might have missed, right?
Yeah, so if you're in Canada and you have a favorite Canadian snack that we did not try today, let us know. Also, if you're in another part of the world and you have one of these things or you've tried them, let us know as well.
Yeah, I'm sure we've missed some, so definitely do that. If you got this far, I'm Trevor. This is Anna. We're the Delightful Travelers. Normally, we're traveling the world. We've been to close to something like 50 countries. Right now, we're locked down with Canadian snacks, but we will eventually get on the road.
There's worse things to be locked down with.
I know. So hit subscribe and follow along and leave a comment, share the video. But for now, I'm going to finish all this up and probably take
a lot of work to do
take a long nap after all this, I would say.
All right, guys, that's it.
From Halifax, wishing you delightful travels.
And a safe and healthy quarantine. You keep missing that every time.
Well, it's kind of weird because people in the future are going to watch this.
Okay, if you're watching this currently, have a safe and healthy quarantine. In the future, wishing you delightful travels. See you soon.